Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, which is VAT, which is value added tax. My team has provided me notes here to present on this channel for all my international investors and entrepreneurs so that you guys are 100% clear on what's going on here. VAT in Dubai has been introduced, it was, many years ago, but it's something that everyone should be aware of. It's a consumption tax. It applies to goods and services, and I'm going to give a very simplified breakdown. If you have a pen and paper, all the information I'm going to present on in the next 5 to 10 minutes, it's everything that you need to know. A VAT rate is 5% on most goods and services. It's extremely important that you understand this. 5%. And who's basically paying this? I mean, who basically pays this at the end net result? The consumer pays, right? So before, things used to be a little bit more cheaper. You're not paying the 5%, but of course now, if you're paying the 5%, it's added on through the value chain, so the customer bears the burden at the end of the day. So the end consumer pays the VAT, while the businesses collect it and remit it back to the government. Okay. Now, who's registering for this? This is very important. Now, the businesses with an annual revenue, a yearly revenue above 375,000 dirhams must register for VAT. And if you remember in a past video, this is the same number which was for the above. If you hit this above threshold, it's also 9%. So not only are you paying the VAT, so you're paying 5%, VAT, well, the consumer is, and on top of that, there's also a 9%, 9% as well on top. Now, who is exempt from this? There are certain industries which are zero rated, 0%, healthcare, education, and certain food items and stuff like that would be exempt. And also residential property. There's some, stuff like that, residential properties, public transport and life insurance, which is exempt from this. Now, when it comes to filing and payment, businesses must file the VAT returns on a quarterly basis and pay to the federal tax authority, FTA, as it's known here. Now, I want to give a very simple example, just so you guys know what's going on in the supply chain for an industry. Now, me and my team sat down and we worked on this just to give you guys the full picture on this. Let's say you have opened a store, a branch here in Dubai, and it's a t-shirt shop, right? You're selling t-shirts and stuff. And we want to look at how value added tax is applied at each stage in Dubai, if you're operating, right? So the first one was, there's a raw material supplier, cotton farm, textile manufacturer, whatever you want to call it. So what's happening here is that the cotton farmer sells the raw cotton to the textile manufacturer. And what happens here is that there's a 5%, right? And the impact is basically the manufacturer pays the 5% VAT, but can claim it back as input VAT when filing the returns, okay? Number two in the process is the manufacturer. It's finished, right? So the textile clothing factory is finished building the t-shirt. So the textile manufacturer processes the cotton, which was given to him in the previous stage, into fabric and sells it to a clothing factory, okay? There's a 5% VAT charged on the sale again. So the impact is the clothing factory pays the 5% VAT on the fabric, but can claim it back later, okay? So basically it's 5% charge on the sale. The impact, the wholesaler pays the 5% VAT, which they can reclaim it back. Okay. Now, step number three, the wholesaler and the distributor. So basically the transaction here is the wholesaler buys the t-shirt in bulk from the manufacturer and sells them to the smaller retailers, the branches, right? 5% charged on the sale again. So the retailer pays the 5%, which they can reclaim back. And fourth one, the retailer sales to end consumer. The transaction here is that the retailer sells the t-shirt to the final consumers the 5% is charged at the checkout. The impact, the consumer obviously cannot reclaim the VAT, making this the final VAT collection point. Okay, so it's yeah, it's a lot of VAT going in there. So the final purchase is basically a customer buys a t-shirt for 100 dirhams. The VAT here is 5 dirham, which is 5% VAT is added, making the final price 105 dirham. In fact, so the consumer is the end user. They cannot claim the VAT back. And yeah, that's VAT for you. Notice something interesting here. Paying the VAT is only for the organizations which has crossed the 375,000 dirham threshold. Okay, and yes, it looks like this application of VAT is happening throughout the stage, but you're also being able to claim it back as well. Okay, and if you guys need a professional tax consultant or anything that can support you on your tax returns, tax filing things, my team can also support you on that as well. And if you want to find out more details about this, my link to contact me or one of my team members is in the description below. Feel free to contact me. Now, why am I producing these videos? It's just so that my international buyers, investors, and entrepreneurs have a understanding of that. Dubai, it's no longer tax-free haven as it used to be. Okay. There are certain things here which are, there's certain taxation rules that are applied here. So you should know that. VAT, we've covered in this video. We also spoke about corporate tax, which was in one of the other earlier videos. There's also some other ones that we would like to cover as well, which is coming up. And the important thing is that you should be aware of this. There's not more to it. That's it. So what I've said in this video, that's it. There's nothing more to it. There might be some more in the details, but this is something that you can look into later on. But now if you're doing your calculations, if you want to do your numbers and stuff, you know exactly what to look at. You know exactly when you're sitting at home with your pen and paper, you're calculating your expenditure, your sales, your profit, how much do I need to owe this guy, how do I need to owe this person. You know where to put the 9%, you know where to put the 5% now, and you can work it out from there as well. Okay, so that's the benefit of just simplifying the entire thing. And as always, guys, if you need support, you need understanding, contact me. My details is in the link in the description below. Let's have a conversation. And this around, as you know, properties. If you want to buy, sell properties, contact me. If you want to set up a trade license, if you want to bring your family out here for visa and sponsorship, we help you and support you on that. And also, for corporate tax returns and stuff, we have a qualified team which is coming in now to support companies to understand understand some of it. So that's it. Links in the description below. Feel free to contact me, and don't forget, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. What did you think? What else do you need to know? And click the bell icon so you're notified of all my videos I publish on a daily and weekly basis. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.